The days are getting shorter, and you can feel it in the air. Yes, it's that time of year. Pumpkin is finally back at Dunkin'. It's the cozy you've been craving all summer long, now in your cup at Dunkin'. Pick up all of your pumpkin favorites, like the signature pumpkin spice iced latte, or a pumpkin iced coffee, and bakery items like pumpkin donuts and muffins. Sip into something comfortable to celebrate the start of cozy season. Use the Dunkin' app for contactless ordering. America runs on Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Percocet, Molly Percocet, Percocet, Molly Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase the check, never chase the bitch, mask on, fuck it, mask off, fuck it, mask off, Percocet, Molly Percocet, chase the check, never chase the check.
Percocet, Molly Percocet, Percocet, Molly Percocet, rep the set.
Y'all don't know how that video took me out in the morning. In the morning. Welcome to Jaden XD. Her eyes got wide. Her eyes got...
They popped out like the Pine Sol lady.
Between them eyes and that tongue ring and that lipstick. Oh my God. Those two, I would be no good with them. No good with them. Welcome to another episode of Jaden XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm XD.
Sorry, guys.
Percocet, Molly Percocet, Percocet, Molly Percocet. I'm a look from my body.
Why is that the go-to every time? Mask off challenge. Damn, I wish I would have stuck with the flute.
Yeah, man. Anyway.
It's that kind of show.
It is.
That's all right.
Oh, man. What's up? How was your week?
Oh God, my week. Oh man, how was my week? Yo, I died twice. I died. Released the second episode of Getting Grown.
Yes, Getting Grown.
That was great. The responses have been amazing. We've been getting ticket sales for Jaden XD.
Yeah.
Live April 15th, New York City. Get your tickets.
Get your tickets here.
So you can go on the link in the description box. You can go on my Instagram. You can go on XD's. You can go on Twitter. And you will find a link to the live show April 15th.
Yeah.
New York City. It will be in Manhattan, not in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then I went to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was pretty... Story.
Ooh.
White people have been pissing me off.
Huh. You don't
all day.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I hate hipster millennials.
I feel like this is a personal attack.
I hate them. They don't have any manners. They don't know the rules of getting on and off elevators, escalators, stairs, trains.
Yeah.
They all wear short pants and oversized coats and walk around with coffee. And I'm stressed out with the fact that they don't have any manners. They don't have any common sense. We're in the elevator deep.
We do wear a lot of like oversized coats and dirty white sneakers.
Yeah, dirty white low sneakers,
Yeah,
socks showing,
We do.
short pants,
We do.
and oversized coats.
We do.
And Scullies. So,
That's literally my outfit.
and coffee.
Today. I just didn't have coffee today. I brought my
That's
own
part
water.
of the uniform.
Yeah, well, whatever. Go ahead.
So anyway, so we're deep in the elevator already. It's like 6, 7 of us in the elevator. It is 6 of them going to lunch together.
Yeah.
The elevator stops on their floor.
They're all going to get kale.
Yep. Kale salads with cranberries and balsamic dressing.
Yep. That's what we like. Yeah.
So,
It's delicious.
do you think they said, oh, it's 6 of us, the elevator's kind of full, we're going to wait for the next one?
No, they crammed in.
Crammed. The elevator shook from the weight. And they go, oh, that's scary.
Because white people laugh at everything that's
Then
super
why didn't you
inappropriate.
wait your ass for the next elevator? So you know what I proceeded to do? Cuss from floor 5 down, out loud, in the elevator, 14 deep.
You did say that on Getting Grown that you're like that elderly black lady who just shouts random things into the air waiting for somebody to respond.
After they said, oh, that's scary, I said, well, this is some bullshit. I was like, this is what we're doing today?
Yeah.
And they're just looking around like, who's talking? The wind? I'm just cussing all the way down to the lobby. Cussing, floor 6. And it's stopping on every floor. So I'm cussing consistently for floors. Then, get to my office. And the one hipster millennial who doesn't like to be called a hipster millennial and almost cried when I called him that.
Oh my God.
Says, hey, can you do me a favor?
No.
I said, what? Like, if a package comes in for me, can you make sure I get it? Because this UPS folder was sitting there for a while, and somebody just gave it to me. I said, if I'm ever the one who signs for a package, do you get it? Oh, yeah. Did I make a run to the post office the other day? And as a favor for you, I took a box? Well, yeah. Where was that sitting? Oh, it was sitting on that table over there. I said, so guess what I'm not responsible for? That table over there. I was like, this desk right here, whatever's sitting on this desk, if you find that there's something on this desk, which you shouldn't be looking at anyway, if you find something here that I have not given you, then maybe you can say, hey, I've been waiting on this, you know, whatever. I was like, but that wasn't even in my area. I was like, leave me alone. And of course that threw him off. He was like, I leave me alone. Then he came back and tried to talk to me about the Pepsi commercial 8 more times throughout the day. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I need a cold beer.
Yeah. Maybe you need a Pepsi to solve all your problems. We'll get to it. My week was cool. We're on week 2 of New Meat.
How you doing with that?
As a person of color, I feel pretty good about it. What else happened? This week I was on a guest host on the Boys NYC podcast.
Nice.
So go check that out. Link is in the description box wherever you're listening. They're a fun bunch. We talked about, what gays talk about, dating and, stuff.
Yeah.
We talked about dating older, like, because sometimes, you want to date a little older, you want a little seasoning,
Stability.
Yeah. And then we also talked about dating people with HIV. So, which was a real in-depth discussion. I talked about, my personal experiences and things. And, it was a good time. It was good and stuff. So go check them out and listen.
Go support.
And listen. I'm at a hole on a crossroad.
Happy belated anniversary
Yes.
to Mother
Yeah. To my
and Sean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And our niece.
And our niece, yes, because the kids are always apart.
Yeah.
They're always apart.
Yeah. She is so grown.
She's a grown woman.
Yeah, like I look at her like she's so tall and pretty, and like I feel like she's about to go to college soon.
Yeah, her and Noah.
Yeah. How is she? I haven't seen her in so long.
Grown?
Yeah.
Yeah, grown. Just grown.
We don't have any Noah stories.
Let me see. Do I have any Noah stories? What has Noah done?
People
recently?
asked when she's coming back on the show. I was like, whatever. She's
Should be
she's
here soon.
busy.
She's so busy. So her nana has a friend named Sharon, and Sharon has a white man.
Oh.
Yeah, and Sharon's Caribbean. So Noah be hanging out with the Caribbean aunties and the nanas.
That explains her disposition.
So absolutely. Yeah. I'm just putting something in the bin.
Yeah.
So I told you don't get up. I'm just putting something in the bin, girl.
Yeah.
So I said, "What you do today?" I went to Sharon's house and played with the white man. And of course, immediately me and Tristan were like, "What white man?" So we called Tristan's mom and we're like, "Who's this white man?" She's like, "Oh, Sharon's friend is the white man."
Yes.
I was cracking up.
Oh my God.
I played with Sharon's white man. The white man.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't lie.
That's like one time when we were outside playing soccer with some friends, and they had a friend there, and he has some gray in his beard, and so we were like, "Go over there by Brad." She goes, "The old white man."
Yes.
I see your true colors shining through.
Yeah.
So,
She's such a delight. She should be a guest on the show.
oh my God.
Oh man. Anyway, listen to us anywhere and everywhere you listen to podcasts, except for SoundCloud, and
Just this show.
just the show. Listen, we gotta make money.
Yeah.
And also rate us 5 stars on iTunes. We haven't asked that in a VV long time.
Yes.
But please, it's soups and port to
That means really important for
Yeah.
people who speak me.
yeah. It's really important that you guys rate us 5 stars and give us awesome glowing comments on both iTunes and Google Play.
Yep.
And Stitcher and wherever else, Podbean, Clamor. There's so many apps.
So interesting.
I know.
I started really utilizing apps in the last couple days.
Yeah, what did you download?
Two workout apps.
Really?
One like yoga, like dance situation, and then another like things I can do in the house that are still really beneficial workouts.
Oh, you should share them with me
I will.
because I.
What girl?
And the crazy thing about I know like this is what keeps us in New York. We're like New York undercover.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, but like did I ever tell you my greatest fear when I moved to New York and then it happened?
What?
Story time.
So you got mugged.
Not even then. That was never.
I don't
a fear
know
of
why
mine.
that's everybody's greatest fear.
Oh, well, I told that story how I got mugged at gunpoint. It's a very funny story.
It is actually.
Yeah, it is. But no, so like before I moved to New York, my thing was, I hope I never need an ambulance because I'm gonna get stuck in traffic and die. Because it's fucked up.
I never want an ambulance because it's expensive.
Same thing. So 2 years ago, when I had like that really bad anxiety attack that I thought was a heart attack, and I had to go, they had to take me to the emergency room, got stuck in traffic.
Oh my God.
And I was
I know
like,
you were freaking.
I was like, oh, this is the end. I am not of this world any longer. Take me to be with my things.
The EMTs were probably like, "Girl, shut up."
That's exactly what they were. Because we're only going from literally from Essex and Delancey to 15th and 1st Avenue, which literally
that is nowhere.
No, I could have walked.
Really holding your chest.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, I could have walked.
Elizabeth, I'm coming home.
Yeah, I could have walked.
Oh my god.
But we were, for whatever reason, there was traffic, and I was flipping the fuck out because I was like, oh god.
That is funny.
I was like, I had a premonition. Sylvia Brown told me.
Woo.
Anyway, any
is
other
hilarious.
announcements? The boys,
The live show.
live show. Please get your tickets.
Oh, the podcast that I mentioned last week is the Do,
Do
Tell
Tell
podcast.
podcast.
So make sure you
Yes.
check out the Do Tell podcast.
They were featured, Danny. They were featured on Soul's website.
Yes.
The other day. The one I used to write for, or work for. Mm-hmm. But yeah, they were profiled. So I have a picture of Danny. It's the when we were at the live show in her shirt. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure of her pronouns, but for all intents and purposes, we're gonna go with she because her shirt said.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously. Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Future is female.
Right.
I was like, ah, Liddy.
Yes.
Butter rum.
So yeah, make sure you check out the Do Tell podcast.
And I'll put the link in the description box wherever you're listening. Also, remember, we're on two nights a week.
Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah, Mondays and Fridays. Nigga peace. I know you guys are wondering about Iceberg Slim, but he died. Moored him. Now it's time for Artist of the Week.
A slight high from being able to buy what you shouldn't, but you never do why. Never mind, it's the feeling I've been wanting for time. Flying blind to a wall, strong drawing to shine.
This week's Artist of the Week is Bay Odyssey. So Odyssey is based in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. He's a rapper. He's Sudanese American. He's a producer. He produced one of my favorite songs by Musinya, called That Day. You know who Musinya is? Mm-mm. Or Mustina? I never really knew how to pronounce her name. I always thought it was Musinya. She was on Foreign Exchange album Something to Behold. I think that's
That's who that is. Okay.
Yeah. And she was on Daykeeper.
Oh, that is my favorite Foreign Exchange song.
Yeah, that's her singing.
Okay.
Anyway, Odyssey has a new project that dropped the other day. And it's super fucking dope. Like, get the fuck into it. It's called The Iceberg. If you like really good hip hop, and he reps his culture well, like on all his mixtapes and EPs and things, it's always like an Arabic. Mm-hmm. So it's refreshing, you know. Go listen, support black art.
Support black art.
So unbeknownst to all, we didn't know up until the other day that Pepsi could solve police brutality, oppression, racism, sexism. All you just needed was a cold pop.
So Kendall Jenner and her new lips popped up.
Yeah, and in a new Pepsi ad, where she was smizing for the camera, and then saw poor people and was just like, "Oh, hark, what's that?"
Yeah.
And then they said, "Come join us. Like, it's cool to be poor." And she was
Yeah.
like, "Okay, yeah, cool, why not?" So she ripped off her wig and gave it to like her black assistant named Sweetie.
Jelly roll.
Yeah, she ripped off her Riri Woo and put on some All American jeans by Khloe Kardashian.
Yep.
And started walking down Union Square West and towards the Taliban.
Yep.
And said, "Hey, what's up? Like, why are you so mad? Like, have a Pepsi, bro." And gave her the Pepsi.
Opened it.
He opened it and he took a sip and said,
And everybody cheered. All the
everybody
transgenders, the blacks, the Muslims.
Yep. Everybody with their
Asians.
signs that said join the conversation. And
Which one?
Yeah. and then after they all cheered and they had a light-skinned black man with cornrows hitting the folk out of celebration.
Mind you, a reggae-esque song was playing in the background.
Also, a black man who kind of looked like Andre 3000 was wearing a purple beret and cool pants. Mm-hmm. Was also cheering on Kendall Jenner as she is the, Rosa Parks of our day.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hell no. That shit was some bullshit.
Listen, I looked at that commercial and
because you stared blankly at first, right? Because it was just like, I don't know what exactly I just watched.
Right. So I watched it again.
Yeah. Like you had to watch it again like, girl, wait, what?
And I said, are you fucking kidding me?
Like,
you all are going to make fun of all these protests for these real issues by saying they can all be solved
by high fructose
with a
corn
cold
syrup.
pop.
Yeah. With a cold pop.
So everybody just needs to be Sweet Georgia Brown and then it's going to be all good. Mm-hmm. So the memes.
Yeah. My favorite one was by Dr. King's daughter.
Yes. Yes.
She's like, only if Daddy had a Pepsi.
Who better?
Who better? Who better?
Who better than to post that? Like, are y'all serious?
Like, that is ridiculous. Like, nobody was like, hey, no.
My father has the most well-known speech on the planet outside of the Sermon on the Mount.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me my father would still be here as an old man in a wheelchair? Or he might have lived a lot longer if he was able to go to the bodega and purchase a 6-pack of Pepsi. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll be damned.
And first of all, that commercial was a farce anyway, because white people only like Diet Coke anyway.
Right.
The caffeine-free one at that.
They live for diet soda.
They love, especially the Coke in the gold can. It's so weird.
I'm like, why do you all drink this? This is poison.
Yeah, it's so disgusting.
A kale salad and a Diet Coke.
Yeah, they love Diet Coke. It's so weird. But Pepsi issued an apology, and they said, and I quote, Pepsi was trying to project a global message of unity, peace, and understanding. Clearly, we missed the mark, and we apologize. We did not intend to make light of any serious issue. We are removing the content and halting any further rollout. We also apologize for putting Kendall Jenner in this position. Now, you had to apologize to old girl who decided to take this job in the first place?
I think I wasn't nervous because I was wearing flats. I was like, I can't fall. There's no way I can fall. I think I was raised to be a workaholic. 10 months out of the year, I'm working almost every day. I've been working since I was 10 years old, so. I was on a reality TV show, which you could consider a job.
She knew what she was doing.
It hadn't, and people are like, well, she didn't make up the commercial. That has nothing to do. The Jenner Communications make sure, just like any brand, make sure they gets the creative brief before they sign on to do anything.
Yep.
We even saw that on the Kardashians when Kimberly went to do Fergie's video.
Right.
She sat in the creative meeting to make sure that she looked a certain way.
So you mean to tell me? So what that says is, she thought this was a good idea.
She thought this was a good idea,
and she ran this by her mother.
She was there. She had to be there.
She said this was a good idea. Kanye said this was a good idea.
Which is not somebody you really... Well, that's the only representative of like black culture that they have in their household. And of course he said it was okay. And,
all I gotta go do is buy a bottle of Schweppes and it's all gravy. Nigga, I'll be good for life.
Imagine if Rosa Parks or if Malcolm X. Imagine, John, imagine if Harriet Tubman had a glassy, frosty mug of Pepsi Cola.
With little Sugar Avery P.
Mm-hmm. We would have been free a long time ago.
So long ago. Our whole freedom has been dependent upon soda.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Iconic.
But it led me to believe, like, do they not do focus groups anymore?
They do focus groups, but they do focus groups with people who wear short pants and white sneakers and oversized coats and walk around with coffee and beanies. They do focus groups because
I've been a part of them because that's how I get my side hustle money. Remember to put you on to them because my coworker did it and we make some dough. Anyway, like no one in the house was just like, I just can't get over the fact, like, and this even goes to this one of the writers, his name is Trayvon, he's a comedian, and he was saying like, well, this is what happens when black people aren't in the room. And it's like, no, I'm sure there was niggas in the room. Niggas have proven time and time again that they are just as sexist and phobic and istic as any other moral monster.
Or,
because that's what I call white people now.
It was a black girl or a boy with a short ponytail, over-permed hair, short pants, white sneakers,
and
a beanie, and an oversized coat, and a cup of coffee.
From LA.
Those are not the black people you need to be asking.
No.
Just saying.
That baby ponytail.
My name's Autumn. Nice to meet you, Autumn. So, thank you for interviewing me for this job. You know, this phone interview's great. I can't wait to meet you in person. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself, Autumn. Well, I'm black. Thank you for clarifying. It
didn't pick it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
No shade.
Yeah.
Just say.
Yeah. I just I don't know. Well, I do know. Pepsi is going, people aren't going to boycott it. And every time something happens, there's always this conversation about boycotting. And it's just kind of like, girl, there doesn't need to be. Like, just hold them accountable.
Pepsi over Coke when I
just hold them accountable. Like, nigga, like, we fuck with you. What you did was some bullshit.
Yeah, that was trash.
You don't ever stop being friends with somebody just because they say something off the wall because they said that you, like, your eyelids were fat or something. Like,
or do you?
Like, no. Like, you work it out. You work through it.
Well, I'm sorry I said your eyelids are fat. I'll help you to lose weight.
Right. I hope you blink more, girl. Work them
Reps.
out. Yeah. I was trying to think of something funny to say about this, but I don't have anything. So Raven-Symoné is getting a new show.
Oh.
It's a spinoff to Eston Raven. Something I found That's So Raven in Spanish like several years ago, and that shit stays in my head. Eston Raven.
Who sings it?
I don't know. The sap lady on the TV.
Taina.
Yeah. Anyway, it's her all grown up. That's all I got, really. Just she's back on. Her and her big lesbian self is gonna be back on the Disney Channel.
Does she put her awful opinions off on her TV children?
I hope not. I mean, I'm sure she would. I don't know.
Taking personal feeling out of it because we've traded her anyway.
Yeah, I love That's So Raven. That's So Raven is actually very funny, and it still comes on. Even though
they're clearly not bringing back that crazy boy who probably takes a poop in the bushes.
He died, more than him.
Okay. So, aside from opinion of Raven-Symoné, it's crazy to see her play a TV mother now.
Yeah.
From her start.
Because we're literally like the same age.
We have the Cosby Show, and then we remember she was making those Queen Latifah rap videos with the dashikis and the headpieces.
Yeah.
And she did those dancing videos, and
You know,
it was
the early
hanging with Mr.
90s were
Cooper.
so different.
So different.
Yeah.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
She was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
She sure was. She was Holly Robinson Pete's daughter.
They had two. I thought that was just some. I thought that was like Amanda Diva. No, Amanda
No.
Diva was on My Brother and Me. Got it.
No, that was Raven Simone.
Really?
She was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Huh. Didn't they have another kid?
It was a black boy.
Yeah.
It was the black mother with the black boy, and then wait,
Nell Carter. Nell Carter and Holly Robinson Pete and Mark Curry.
Wait, was she Holly Robinson Pete's daughter,
Had to be.
or was she?
Because I know it was two of them. It was like the Negro Three's Company. They had an awkward dynamic.
It was weird.
Yeah. Like, I don't really remember. What channel did it come on? I don't even remember what night it came on. 'Cause it wasn't on UPN. Maybe it was like TGIF.
ABC.
It was TGIF then. Because they put all the Negro shows on one night.
So
Because Negroes are funny.
Raven Simone was the black lady's daughter.
Nell Carter.
Okay.
No, it wasn't Nell Carter.
No, it wasn't Nell Carter.
Then why do I keep thinking it's Nell Carter? Who else was the other lady on?
It was the black lady
Oh,
who works in accounting. I don't know.
let me see her. It's not Nell Carter. Then what was Nell
Yeah.
Carter on?
Nell
Outside
Carter
of
was
Give Me a Break, but like she was on a modern show.
not a.
Damn it! Y'all tweet us or tell us what Nell Carter was on. Shit, I don't know.
Oh, Nell Carter was on here.
See,
I don't remember her.
I know she was.
Dawn Lewis. Oh wait, Dawn. Wait, that wasn't the mother.
They did have another. They had a.
Sandra Quarterman.
Oh, that's not like a Essence Atkins. I don't know who that is.
She's not like a.
She's not like a recurring.
She's the one in the floral dress.
She's not like a recurring. Oh, that is Raven Simone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked.
With
Yeah,
some box braids.
yeah. This is a black lady that just had a one-time gig.
Yeah. So, and she was on a couple like, what's the daytime show? My Stories? She was on Stories.
Oh, soap operas.
Yeah. So.
Got it.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so glad you're speaking it good too.
Yeah.
So.
yeah.
You're multilingual.
I am.
You speak Williamsburg and you speak nigger. Because I can say stories and house shoes. And you know what I'm saying?
And I speak like Queen's English.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's so crazy to see Raven Simone and that transition, and now the fact that she's playing a TV mother. So that part of it is like, whoa. Like, am I gonna watch it? Probably not.
Yeah, me either. Unless if she does the theme song.
Probably not. They're gonna revamp it. You know, they love to revamp. You know, they love a revamping.
I wonder if they're gonna make her like a lesbian on the show.
Oh, I think they said she's a single mother, but I don't know what her.
Of course she would be.
Right.
Let's keep up the stereotype.
Right.
Even though it's not really that big of a stereotype.
So many single white women too.
That's very true. Well, she's a single white woman.
We gave her up.
Yep.
So Kendrick Lamar dropped a song, Humble. Did you listen to it?
No.
Did you watch the video?
I've seen snippets.
Do you know the
controversy?
The controversy behind it?
Yeah.
So what do you feel?
I'm going to say this in the most respectful way that I can.
Oh, you're not a Kendrick fan.
Yes, you're correct.
I am.
But I'm going to say this in the most respectful way that I can. So here it goes.
Right stroke, put a baby in a spiral. Soprano C, we like to keep it on the high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Bitch, be humble. Bitch. Sit down. Be humble.
I don't really pay attention to like short niggas with braids. And neither should you. Neither should you.
So generally I don't. There's only two.
Yes, braids.
There's two.
Yes, braids.
The starter locks. I think. Whatever.
If that's the case, then Brian from Day 26 had starter lock.
No. Those scarce ass braids.
They have
were a
not
travesty.
grown since Watergate.
A travesty.
But anyway, talk about your K-Dot.
All right, so I don't have a problem with the song. I have a lot to be mad about, and that's not one of the things. I personally feel like in the song he was talking to niggas who tell women what the standard of beauty should be, and I think there was this Twitter rant that somebody went on. Did you see that?
There's always a Twitter rant, girl. Which one?
It was a black lady.
It's always a black lady, girl.
And she proceeded to go.
No shade to our sisters, but it's always a black woman. Just.
So it was a series of tweets about all of the problematic things about Kendrick's video and song. Sure. And one of the arguments that she had was how he spoke about how he loves a natural woman and a afro like Richard Pryor, but the girl that he had in the video had a wavy weave. And how he is engaged to a light-skinned mixed woman. And I think that's such a weak argument. Like, it's such a weak argument. Like, don't do that. First of all, again, we have a lot to be mad about. Stop finding things in things to be mad about. If this man is making a song and this is his form of art, and he's not when he's saying "be humble, bitch" in the song, I don't think he is literally telling women you need to be humble. He is talking to niggas who tell women what they should look like, and then he stated what his preference was, and we talked about this last week slightly. You know what I'm saying? So if his preference is, girl, I'm just letting you know you don't have to put all that pressure on yourself. Like, you don't have to worry about Photoshop. You don't have to worry about, straightening your hair for me. You don't have to worry about these things. What's the problem in that? Why are you trying to find a problem in that? Furthermore, why are you attacking the person that he's with?
Yeah.
That's not fair. That girl didn't ask to be inserted in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing that. It's not like he came out with this blonde hair, blue-eyed Tommy Lauren chick talking about be humble and I love a black woman with a Richard Pryor afro. Like, so what if he's mixed with a mixed girl? You don't know how that girl grew up. What if she grew up with her all-black family? That sounds mad personal, doesn't it? Yeah, but I'm like, you don't know how black that girl is on the inside. So who cares if she's light skinned? So stop using that as your arguments. And if you have valid points as to why you think that this is a problematic song, and that goes across the board, then have valid points, but don't like go low. Don't attack low. Don't start talking about people's personal, like, that's like bringing people's children and spouses into things like, that's not fair. Unless they're just to a degree.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I don't know about that part, because I do think
when it comes specifically to your attack about a point. So you have a problem with this song for these reasons, but when you step outside and say, "Oh, and another thing," like you engaged to a light-skinned black girl, you engaged to a mixed girl, like that's where that becomes invalid.
I disagree with you there.
Okay.
Only because of the fact that if your art is social commentary and cultural critique, then your life as a celebrity is a part of said cultural critique.
Okay.
So if you I don't know the exact words. I understand the discussions. I read them, not in depth because, truthfully, IDC. But I get this idea. If somebody had said, excuse me, if his words were strictly like, oh, I love, black women with, nappy hair, afros, Negro nose, nostrils, whatever Beyonce says in Formation. And then he has someone who's not that, at all, it's kind of like, well, this is hypocritical of you.
Agreed. But that's not what he said.
Right. I get that. So that, like, to your point, I will refute that. I'm like, well, no, because you, like, that's being a hypocrite. But, you know, if people, I will say that I don't disagree with you in this idea of, like, people are, oppression is in. Like, that's what's in fashion right now. And regardless of how people want to take that. But you know, I don't think anybody's above critique or reproach.
No, not at all. And I do feel like if he would have said some bullshit ass comments in that song or some lines or whatever the case, where he was the one saying like, what you need to do is do that, like, then like it would have been like,
Daddy said.
Right. Yeah. I loved Trick Daddy. Like, I listened to Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, I was like, ugh, disgusting. If Kendrick would have said something disgusting just because I love his music and I am a fan of him, he's not above me saying that he's saying something disgusting if it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to be a Kendrick dick writer. You know what I'm saying? You have to call a spade a spade. But I don't feel like that's what he did in that song. And I feel sometimes like, again, people are always trying to find an extra problem in something. And there's so many obvious things. There's so many niggas out here who really are tearing down women, who really are disrespecting women,
there's
who are like, who are telling you what you need to be looking like and what you need to do. There are so many of them out there in so many different forms and fashion. Hotep niggas, ashy ass niggas, like tons of different types of niggas out there who are really seriously bringing down black women.
Sure.
So if you have somebody who's
gay ones too,
all kinds, like people love to attack a black woman.
Absolutely.
Stop trying to find an issue in something. Like, stop digging up issues within something. If like, this whole thing, it makes me itch.
Okay. Cam Newton had a baby the other day.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say her name, and that's just gonna be the end of it.
Okay.
Well, no, because her name is Sovereign Dior Cambella Newton. Kiki Wyatt is pregnant
for the 144th time.
Yep.
That girl, if she knows two things, she knows crazy and she knows how to occupy her uterus.
Her vagina is the heart of Texas. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Kiki Wyatt's vagina.
Is she coming back for? Are they going to bring back the R&B Divas?
I hope so. I mean, she needs a check.
How many seasons has it been?
Oh, I don't know. I guess 3 or 4.
I've literally watched it sporadically.
They haven't had R&B Divas in a long time.
They might not bring it back.
Probably not.
Maybe they couldn't get funding.
You know, I thought that was Todd's show, or the Hollywood Divas.
Todd, Candy's husband.
Mm-hmm. He has Hollywood Divas.
Oh, word.
R&B Divas was Faith Evans and the girl from Brownstone.
You heard the rumors about me. Word in the street is unhappy, but you didn't care nothing about that. Said I was the one you had to have, knowing that I wasn't into no games, wasn't trying to take nobody's last.
But yeah, Kiki Wyatt is having her 9th child by the nigga she like stabbed.
She clearly was born in a different era. Like, she's clearly from a different era.
She's like
1930s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she's so crazy.
Have you ever really looked at Kiki Wyatt?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever noticed that she looks like the ghost on Super Mario Brothers?
Yes, she does. She's like
ghastly.
She's like striking, but she's like scary.
Like, she's pretty, but like, she's like, if she makes the wrong face.
And I want you to understand, I want you, next time you look at her face.
I don't want her to come after because she is stabby. So.
But there's just a blank stare in her eyes.
And she's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She sings down.
Anybody who smiles that much and like has that that blank eye.
Mm-hmm. She's not well.
No.
But she has a very amazing song called Who Knew. I love that song.
Her voice is crazy.
Yeah.
Her voice matches her crazy.
Yeah. And my celebrity crush, Bobby Roche, is in the video. So, yeah. Now it's time for a break. So it was reported that Ann Coulter and Jimmy Walker were dating, but turns out they're just actually best friends.
Which is so bizarre.
That's even a little bit more bizarre than them dating.
Yes,
because I can see if they were dating, that means they're just fucking, and that's just some animalistic, like, you got jungle fever, you got jungle fever, they got jungle fever, we're in love. Yeah.
Ann Coulter, if you're here, who's scaring the crows away from our crops?
But yeah, they're BFFs. Ann Coulter confirmed it on her Twitter account.
She really is living up to this episode of Boondocks where they portray, with the one with CeeLo, where they portrayed her to be like she was just being a troll. So basically, yeah, she was pretending on camera, and then she would come and she was like she was like Rachel Dolezal.
I don't play that shit. And don't play that shit. Rollo, hey, baby. Hey, come here, give me some of that.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Sugar daddy.
So, yeah. She didn't think she was black. She didn't think she was black at all. She was just thought she was down. She just thought she was down. So not so much Rachel Dolezal. More like the girl from The Game.
Yeah. Kelly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow, you remember Boondocks? Rest in peace.
Oh God. Did they had a season 4?
Yes. They did.
I don't think I watched that at all.
They had different voices. They were older. They even had a different house.
Oh no, I don't think I watched that.
They didn't even finish it. Like it was like I remember live tweeting it, like being super hype, and the timeline was like, because Aaron McGruder didn't have anything to do with it.
Right, that's what I remember reading, and I'm like, if Aaron McGruder didn't have anything to do with it, I don't want to have anything to do with it. That was the beauty of it, the fact that he was so problematic.
Yeah. Dear Santa, use a bitch nigga. No. Dear Santa, use a bitch ass nigga. You gonna pay what you owe. But yeah, Ann Coulter, fuck her.
I don't know if I told this before, but when we went to the Read Live, we were going to eat after, and we were in Union Square, and we're the only black people in the street. And this white guy runs up to us, and he's like, Ann Coulter's in that restaurant right there. Let's protest.
Barry Manilow,
a.k.a. Clay Aiken Sr.
Yeah. He apparently just came out of the closet and has been with his partner for 39 years.
It's like Queen Latifah. Just nobody talks about it.
So, the most important thing that I learned from this story is that Barry Manilow is still alive.
It's exactly. I said, I thought he was dead.
Yeah, I swore he died. And then the next question, I was like, so when did he undie? Like, when did he stop being dead? Because I convinced myself in my head that he was no longer of this earth. So I need to figure out in Google, when did he stop being dead? Because I swore like there was like a Time like cover with him on it, with like him wrapped up in a white sweater or like a black turtleneck and like with his arm around himself. It's like remembering Barry Manilow. Oh Mandy, oh Mandy, you came and you gave me a reason, and you sent you away, oh Mandy.
Caught up in a world of uphill climbing, the tears are in my mind, and nothing is rhyming. Oh Mandy, well you came and you gave without taking.
And then what movie was that? There was a movie with this white boy, and he was trying to find this girl, and that was his song.
Fuck, that's gonna bother me because
you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
and Jenna Elfman was in it.
Yes. Was it Anna? Was it Anna?
Wait,
movie?
was it Can't Hardly Wait? No, it wasn't Can't Hardly Wait. Damn, what movie was that?
Fuck, it's gonna
Listeners,
bother me.
do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, it was like the main thing because it wasn't something about Mary because I was don't you feel
It was Can't Hardly Wait. Wait, that was the one with Jennifer Love Hewitt, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was Can't Hardly Wait. The one with Seth Green.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh no, baby, please."
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
Me too.
That was such
that
the
movie.
90s.
They did, because I remember having the soundtrack and they had the Hidden with the He remix on it with Lil' Kim and Missy. Me and Missy getting pissy up in Bennigan's.
Bennigan's.
I know. That's something 90 kids will never know about Bennigan's.
You know what I ate
They
at
had
Bennigan's?
the Irish fry bread.
A Monte Cristo.
Same! It was so delicious.
Yeah, some Monte Cristo and some fries.
Yeah, it was so delicious.
Oh my goodness, memories.
Yeah, they had a Bennigan's at the mall I worked in Connecticut when I lived there.
I didn't go often. I think I maybe went like 2 or 3 times ever in my life, but I remember a Monte Cristo.
Yeah, me and Missy getting pissy up in Bennigan's because it was like the Irish version of like Fridays.
Yes, exactly.
It had very ugly decor. It was brown and green.
It looked like Cheers.
Yeah, it did. But yeah,
Bennigan's.
But yeah, he's gay and not dead.
All right.
Yeah. J-Lo has a new man. I don't know why. Yeah, a new man.
I hope she takes a page from Cynthia Bailey's book and just doesn't get married again.
How many times has she been married?
Was she married to Ben Affleck? Or were they just engaged?
They were engaged.
Might as well have been married. And then she was married to Mark Anthony. And then she was married to that dancer.
Chris something.
And then she was hood married to Puffy. Because they was like common law married.
You know what though? J-Lo's smart. She mess around with niggas, but she makes sure she marry a Puerto Rock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Always a Puerto Rock.
Because I saw pictures of, because you know she's allegedly dating A-Rod.
Yes.
The Yankees.
Junkies.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch the Junkies this Sunday.
Yeah.
Domingo.
Yeah.
I know Junkies.
I know Black Puppy. But J-Lo's mother was all up on him and kikiing and like hardy har and ha 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 with Jace. And just laughing it up in New York City the other day. So congrats to them. I've just always noticed that J-Lo, may stray a little bit, but she always comes back to Arroz con Pollo.
It's beautiful. I just wish that you could have been here instead of a bracelet. Okay? Because the last thing I need is another bracelet.
I can't talk bad about J-Lo.
I love J-Lo. She's amazing.
She's my girl
She's real.
Leah's best friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, we cool by association.
I never had an issue with J-Lo until she released Geely, and that was just a really awful movie.
Never. Giggly.
Yeah.
what me and my sister called it.
But then she made up for it with Enough. So it was just kind of like, all right.
Never saw Giggly.
Yeah.
Never planned to.
Yeah.
That was the one with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Which they said was one of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah.
And ironically, not really a real feud, but isn't there like a silent beef between her and Mariah Carey?
Yeah.
And so Mariah Carey also released Glitter, which was supposed to be one of the worst movies of all time.
And it's not. Glitter is one of the most amazing films of all time.
I take
Debate
that
your
with a
uncle
grain of
that you
salt.
gotta have to cover up around.
I think Mariah Carey is J-Lo on steroids. Like, I feel like if J-Lo got way more ridiculous, she would be Mariah Carey.
I don't know. I just don't think that's J-Lo's personality.
No, not her person. And that's what keeps her from... Because it's not... She doesn't get ridiculous. But if she got ridiculous, she'd be Mariah Carey. I don't know. This makes sense to me.
Yeah, I don't follow. But okay.
I just feel like their beef is like... They're kind of like what and what, you know? But I prefer more J-Lo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. J-Lo's Remy.
Mm.
And Mariah's Nikki.
Now it's time for fucked up moment in history. So this week, in honor of, I was inspired by the Blacktress.
Can we talk about her real quick?
We didn't
talk about her at all.
Every other show talked about her, so I guess we could talk about it.
True. Janet Hubert. All right.
The Blacktress, Janet Hubert.
Just like my sister Crystal said, she will always be the only Aunt Viv, and in her exact words, the light-skinned Aunt Viv just blended in with the cabinets.
She did.
Very true. I 100% agree.
Like Kid Fury, I too laughed when she called Alfonso Roberto an asswipe.
Yes. Media hoe.
Media hoe.
Media
That
hoe.
will never not be funny.
However, Janet Hubert does so much.
People shade on her, but like, she needs Iyanla.
She does,
because that's
she's
the
so
only
hurt.
person that can handle that.
Literally,
problem.
literally nobody else is talking about you. And even if you and Will had this beef in way back in the day, it was way back. Like, this man is about to be a grandpa.
But with who?
Just by,
Got it.
Just because.
Got it.
Not by nobody's pregnant yet.
Okay. I was about to say, did Jaden get pregnant?
What was I thinking the same thing? I was like, no, Jaden's not. He's not pregnant yet.
Yeah.
But Will is looking like an old man. He's looking seasoned. Yes. And he's not talking about you. And why are you talking about this old nigga with these grown kids in an age where he was the same age as like his oldest son?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta get over it, girl. You're doing so much.
You gotta pack light.
Yes. Nobody else is talking about you. And they were all in that picture, smiling, happy to be together.
They're happy because she wasn't there. Imagine, like, because she talked about, I would never do a reunion. But a part of me was like, I don't think they would even call you.
I don't think they would call you at all.
Because my thing is, I don't ever...
This was a reunion.
And it was like... And it was... I don't remember her name in real life. But Hillary's charity event. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But it's like, maybe you just weren't invited because I don't really like you. And plus, I haven't... Like, she must have been blackballed in Hollywood.
Because I haven't seen her on anything else.
And I don't think Will Smith at that time had that kind of power. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now
I'm
sure he
him
does.
solely.
Right. Now she has... I could see how he could blackball her.
Yeah, you know why.
Well, yeah. Because he probably had body things attack her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He probably had her audit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't... Back then, I just didn't see how, like, after... She may have done a Lifetime movie here or there, but I just don't know of anything else that...
First of all, from what I read, she broke contract. Her getting pregnant broke contract. And what didn't help the situation was that I guess there was already a feud between her and Will. So when she broke contract and there was already a feud between the two of them, and I guess, and you know, from her perspective, he was pushing her out, then that's why they ended up replacing her with the light-skinned Aunt Viv, which they should just killed her off, honestly.
Yeah.
That would have been way more acceptable. I would have even taken a Judy Winslow. You could have totally left light-skinned Aunt Viv and Little Nicky. He could have stayed right on Little Rascals. I never needed to know him outside of Buckwheat.
Yeah.
Never. But she's got to give it up. Like, we acknowledge you. You are the only Aunt Viv. Your dance routine will forever go down as one of the greatest TV mom moments of all time.
Yeah. Like, it's on, like, hipster shirts where people who wear short pants and
do it for
socks
Halloween
and low white shoes and oversized coats.
There's countless YouTube videos of people recreating it. Like, you will forever be acknowledged as the real Aunt Viv, so you don't really have to do all of that.
Right.
And nobody else is worried about you.
Right.
Nobody's talking about you.
Right. Except in this manner about how you're so fucking off your rocker.
Yeah. When you make those crazy ass videos.
Yeah. So weird.
And video game.
The Blacktress.
Filter.
Yeah.
Comic book filter.
Yeah, comic filter that she makes on her photo booth on her MacBook.
On her kitchen counter.
On her kitchen counter. She probably makes it on her iPad.
Mm-hmm. Bananas in the background.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
so fucked up moment in history.
This can't just be the fucked up moment in history.
Sure. What's the fucked up moment? The time they replaced Aunt Viv.
Yeah, it's fucked up. She did it to herself though, but
she really did do it to herself.
But I mean, you know, it's fucked up.
It is.
Yeah.
And it was a travesty for black people.
It was, because we never recovered after that.
No, it just the quality of the show. Like, why did you all bring in Little Nicky?
Is he still with us? Probably not.
I watch Little Rascals. I don't. That's
all. Yeah, I don't know. He probably died.
Yeah, morning.
That shit never gets old. He died. Mourn him.
We are on one today. Like, bad giggly.
Yeah, I can't. That's today's show. Get tickets to the live show. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Next Saturday, April 15th.
Yeah, $20. It's lit.
Like up.
Bye.
Bye. Today's episode was produced by Abraham Kevin Quesada. That's gonna be my comic music.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody's get on my nerves, I'm gonna start humming it.
Have you ever noticed the way Mary J. Blige blinks?
No.
She go look at like a YouTube video. Like watch how she blinks. It's very animated.
Is it very like old girl from Flavor of Love? Oh,
it's very aggressive. Like her eyelids are totally from Yonkers. I love Mary.
Along with the locks.
Yeah.
Her eyelids grow up with the locks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like Jada Styles.
Mary J. Blige's
eyelids.
Shaq Lewis, DMX. Mary J. Blige's
one eyelid's over here, one eyelid's over there.
Yeah.
Brandy.
Yeah. But yeah. Anywho, Pepsi. There was some bullshit, but I mean, You know, I do love a good Pepsi Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your commercial was trash.
Oh, it was super raggedy.
See, Faith Evans started messing around with bad juju, messing with Stevie J.
Yeah.
And old girl, Hungry Hippo from Brownstone.
5 miles to empty.
Like
Nikki Gilbert.
Yeah, her.
With her curvato. Yeah.
Curvato.
Which really should have been a line of Skinny Girl Gelato.
Right.
She missed her mark.
She did.
Like Pepsi. She missed the mark.
Her mouth is literally like a hippo mouth.
Yeah.
It can chop a human in half.
It's also the heart of Texas.
Every time she would sing, it was literally like playing Hungry Hippos.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she opens
why,
her mouth.
oh why, 5 miles to empty. My heart is running low. Yeah, you've been to give it up. I need to give it up. Yeah. Hurry, quick.
Oh, damn.
You know that other girl died. R.I.P.
And so
like, young.
No, but like tragically.
Yeah.
It was awful. I read that and I was like, that is awful. She like fell on her wine glass or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember that young lady's name, but rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
That was so sad.
That's so sad.
Listen, I've learned this about myself, that I don't necessarily like a lot of like the mainstream niggas people like people be like, oh, Odell Beckham Jr. I'd be like, he looks like Brandon, so like I'm not like gonna lust after him, you know what I mean? Because it's like my sis.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, literally.
Odell Beckham Jr. is not attractive to me.
Yeah, like,
I'm not saying
he's
ugly,
attractive, but
he's
it's just
not
like
attractive to me at all.
Like Trevante Rhodes, yes, that man is fine. Black from
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But like I also think like people random like Bobby Roche is fine. Do you know who Bobby Roche is?
No,
he's
let me
a
see
model. He's a model. I saw him in person once.
Yes, no, that nigga from Moonlight is fine.
Yes.
And I don't say that often.
Yeah. Yeah, here's Bobby Roche. You can see why I would like him.
I see why you like him. He is another one who is attractive, not attractive to me. There's a difference.
And when you look at him, you would think
he's too pretty for me.
Yeah.
He's too pretty. That's way too pretty for me. He looks like
Well, he's in the white woman, so it's fine.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway. Because he kept staring at me. I saw him at Vapiano's and he was with this white girl. And I was like, why do you keep staring at me, bro?
Kill.
Yeah. The Sunken Bliss.
Get out. Which is, oh my God, that is one of Stevie's worst songs.
He ain't gonna white girl hazy.
I don't like that song.
That.
It pains me to say that.
No, it's a horrible, horrible song.
I don't like that song.
It's horrible and # problematic.
Like, I'm not a fan of Stevie's Happy Birthday, Superstition, or
I don't really care
Fever.
for Superstition. I don't really care for most of the Secret Lights of Plants. Just because in my head I was like, how are you making an album about something you've never seen before?
Wait now. Stevie's very colorful in his lyrics.
Huh.
Visions?
It is. Visions of my mind.
What I'd like to know.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Is could a place like this exist so beautiful?
Timbaland sampled it for Genuine.
Or do we have to take our wings and fly away to the visions in our mind?
I get it. But it's still hard for me to believe. But
I do slightly pretend that The Secret Life of Plants doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's a horrible album. You don't like Happy Birthday? Well, I mean, it's
no. I don't know if it's because it's over. Yeah, it's a little
it's for MLK, but people sing it like for their own birthday. I'm like, it's for MLK, bro.
Who's a hoe?
Yeah, he was
our hoe hero.
Yep, he was
our hero. I think I prefer like if it was the East Coast, West Coast, I think I'm more on the J-Lo side of things if it came to that. Mariah Carey is just so
what?
over the, because I feel like
personalities or like music, because
personalities. Okay. No, early Mariah, Vision of Love, Mariah.
Okay.
I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given to me. I had a vision of love, and it was all that you've given me. I wonder why. And I don't remember the rest of the words.
All right, well, that made sense all in your head.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I'm with you, sis. I'm over here getting grown.
I hate you.
With Jada next to you.
What?
I'm just listening.
System crashing.
Yeah, whatever, girl. You attributed J-Lo and Mariah Carey to East Coast, West Coast.
Even though it's East Coast, East Coast.
Yeah, because they're both from New York.
It's really New Jersey, New York.
Long Island.
Oh, Long Island.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't call it borough beef because technically.
Yeah, no. It is literally county beef.
Yeah.
Bronx and Suffolk.
True.
Yeah. Anyway.
That was a waste of time.
It was.
Right now, switch your family to T-Mobile and get 4 lines for $25 a line with AutoPay and 5G access included on America's largest 5G network. So don't wait. Get unlimited and nationwide 5G access for the whole family for just $25 a line. Visit a T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com today.
Plus taxes and fees. Customers may notice lower speeds and further reduction if using over 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video at 480p. Unlimited while on our network. Qualifying credit and 4 plus lines required. Capable device required for 5G. Coverage not available in some areas. Some uses may require certain features. See T-Mobile.com.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.